Dear producers and enterprises, welcome to our channel. On May the 30th, GACC, the General Administration of the Customs of China, released the protocol on the inspection and quarantine requirements of Cambodian aquaculture products to be exported to China. In this webinar, I'm going to walk you through some primary checking points and a brief introduction of GACC registration. I will also post this video in Khmer. Before we begin, I have a reminder for all the food manufacturers that export to China. Under the current Chinese laws, you must apply for GACC registration and get your number ready before you can export to China. My name is Sandra Zhen, Compliance Consultant at GACC Registration Service Organization. My WhatsApp and WeChat codes are displayed here. After the webinar, please feel free to contact me. Our organization was established under the official rules and regulations of China Customs. We're committed to providing efficient, one-stop, professional compliance services for food import and export enterprises. Let's have a preview of the contents we're going to cover today. 1. The legal basis of inspection and quarantine. 2. Range of imported product. 3. Manufacturing requirements. 4. Inspection permit and veterinary certificate. 5. Packaging, labeling, and other. To export food to China, you must abide by these laws of the People's Republic of China, in short, the PRC. The law of the PRC on entry and exit animal and plant quarantine. The food safety law of the PRC. The import and export commodity inspection of the PRC, implementation regulations of all of the above. In addition, please pay attention to GACC Decree 248 and 249. Both were released by GACC in April 2021 and have been effective since this year. Decree 248, Regulations of the People's Republic of China on the registration and administration of overseas manufacturers of imported food. Decree 249, Measures for the administration of import and export food safety. Finally, it is this protocol that officially grants access for Cambodian artificially kept aquaculture products to China. The inspection, quarantine, veterinary health requirements of Cambodian aquaculture products to be exported to China. It was signed between the GACC and the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries of the Kingdom of Cambodia. It was released by GACC on May the 30th, 2022. Artificially kept aquaculture products for human consumption are allowed to be imported to China, including aquatic animal products and marine plant products, algae. The range of imported product does not include anything from the CITES catalog or list of key protected wild animals in China. Manufacturers exporting to China must be approved and supervised by the competent authority of Cambodia. Moreover, they must comply with the requirements of the relevant food safety, veterinary hygiene, and public health regulations of China and Cambodia. Prior to export, manufacturers exporting to China must register with GACC. The freight will not be cleared without the corresponding registration number. Requirements of imported products. 1. Products exported to China must be farmed and kept in Cambodia. 2. Products must not contain the following substances: drugs or additives prohibited in China, including use in animal feed. Pathological indications of infectious and parasitic diseases or any aquatic animal diseases listed by China or the World Organization for Animal Health, OIE. 3. After inspection by the competent authority, any pathogenic microorganisms, toxic and harmful substances, and foreign bodies listed in Chinese laws and regulations must not be found. 4. The entire process of fishing, processing, packaging, storage, transportation, transit, and export must comply with the relevant health and traceability requirements of China and Cambodia. In the meantime, the cold chain operation must be ensured. 5. During the epidemic of COVID-19, enterprises must carry out epidemic prevention and control in accordance with the relevant guidelines for COVID-19 and food safety issued by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and the World Health Organization. Enterprises must ensure the effective implementation of various prevention and control measures in the process of raw material processing, packaging, storage, transportation, etc., to prevent contamination. Quarantine permit. Prior to signing a trade contract or agreement, the importers, buyers in China, must apply for and obtain the quarantine permit for imported animals and plants. Veterinary certificate. 1. Each container of artificially kept aquaculture products exported from Cambodia to China must be attached with at least one original veterinary certificate. To prove the batch of products complies with the relevant food safety and veterinary public health laws of China and Cambodia in addition to this protocol. 2. The Cambodian side must provide the complete information on the production enterprises in terms of the process of processing, packaging, storage, transportation, transit, and export on the veterinary certificate, including the names, registration numbers of farms, processing plants, and cold storage units, etc. The certificate must be printed in Chinese and English. English is the required language for filling out the content of the certificate. The format and content of the certificate must be agreed upon by China and Cambodia in advance. For the record, the Cambodian side must promptly provide the Chinese side with a certificate, official seal, and penmanship of the signing official. To make changes, the Cambodian side must file with the Chinese side at least 1 month before it takes effect. Packaging requirements. Artificially kept aquaculture products exported to China must be packaged with new materials that comply with international hygiene standards and must contain separate inner packaging. The inner and outer packaging must meet the requirements of pollution prevention from external factors. Labeling. The inner and outer packaging must include the following information in Chinese and English: product name, Latin name, scale, production date, approval number, expiration date, storage condition, means of production, artificially farmed, origin, located country origin, names, registration numbers, and addresses of farms, processing production units, including independent cold storages. The statement: the product is exported to the People's Republic of China. Prepackaged goods. For prepackaged, artificially kept aquaculture products to be exported to China, the Chinese labels must meet the labeling requirements for imported prepackaged food in China. Cambodian artificially kept aquaculture products exported to China are subjected to entry inspection and quarantine by China Customs. Substandard products will be returned, destroyed, or disposed in accordance with Chinese laws and regulations. For production enterprises with serious issues or enterprises that have repeatedly failed to meet the requirements, China can take measures to reinforce inspection, quarantine, or suspend imports. Emergency protocol. In case any of the following situation occurs: A.
Notifiable aquatic animal diseases are detected and reported in Cambodia, according to the World Organization for Animal Health. B. Any major food safety incidents in Cambodia that have actually or potentially contaminated aquaculture products, including the packaging and transportation process. C. Violations of Chinese laws, regulations, and the protocol on inspection, quarantine, and veterinary health requirements of Cambodian artificially kept aquaculture products to be exported to China. D. Major public health incidents in the production enterprises, including employees infected with major infectious diseases such as COVID-19. That being said, the following corrective actions will be implemented. 1. All export of aquaculture products from corresponding farms, production enterprises, regions, and even the whole country must be suspended immediately. 2. All problematic products with potential risks must be recalled. 3. The Cambodian side must notify the Chinese side. The export will resume to normal only after the Chinese side confirms that the risks have been eliminated or reduced to a controllable range. Now it's time to apply for registration with GACC. Be mindful that the single window website is the only official website to apply for registration. Do not fall for scams. Waste your time and money.
Last but not least, Article 9 of GACC Decree 248 claims that enterprises can entrust a service agent to apply for registration. Our organization has specialized in overseas food manufacturer services since 2008. With official channels and unparalleled experience, our service will save you tremendous time and get your registration as soon as possible. You won't ever get lost, suffer through the registration process, waste time or money on failed attempts. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us and get your solution today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me and get your solution today. See you!